So, for the first blog post of my website, which I'm so excited about, I'm going to be telling you about what actually is branding. And as you may or may not know, if you've already checked the rest of the website, I love to keep things simple, easy, and very, very implementable. So, I'm basically just going to be telling you the reason why branding started and all of that jazz. So, let's backtrack it a bit. First of all, what actually is branding? Because I know if you ask a lot of marketers, if you ask advertisers, if you ask communication specialists, whoever you ask, they will tell you that branding actually means something entirely different for them. Why is that? It's because branding, first of all, it is not just one thing. A lot of people confuse branding with a logo, and the reason why that happens is actually based on how the word came to be branding. So, back in the day, in Egypt and a long, long time ago, they used to, start having, let's say, competition with farming. There used to be a lot of different families or a lot of different places that actually had farms, that had animals, that had sheep, and it was getting hard to kind of identify them and separate them, and they would cause a lot of fights and economic unrest and all of that stuff until they actually came up with the term branding. So, what was branding back in the day? You literally had like an iron thingy, like a stick, and it would be usually with like a number or a specific logo for the family, which back then was a family crest or, an emblem or something specific to the certain family that owned the animals, and they would heat it up and brand the animals. So that is actually where branding comes from, and it got really popular back in the 90s with all these brands like, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Nike, Timberlands, all of these brands that were using their logo constantly everywhere on their clothing, on their handbags, the LV specific the LV logo type was very famous back then, and it still is to this day, but it's had a couple of different modifications. But basically, that is where actually branding comes from, or the word at least. But now, what is branding? So I'm going to give you a very short and specific definition. So branding is basically what distinguishes you from other products, other services, and other people. So there are three things to branding that are very important to remember. I'm not going to go into great detail. That will be for another video or blog post. But basically, it includes consistency, reputation, and connotation. What actually is connotation? Because I promised you no big words. It is basically what you say your story is and what you tell the world. That is all it is. It is meaning, basically. So it starts like this. You give meaning, create a reputation, and then in doing consistently both of these things, telling your story and creating your reputation, then that is what basically creates your good brand. So, hope you guys liked it. Hope this was interesting. If you do want more tips, be sure to come back to this blog where I'll be sharing more tips on branding. I will be telling you more stories. I will be telling you and deciphering what all of these buzzwords mean. And also, I will be talking about social media because Instagram is my I want to say first competing topic. If you want to follow me, go to Instagram where I post daily tips and Instagram TV videos where I go into much detail about all of these things. So I hope you're having a great day and I will see you soon. Peace out.